credit to Washington, credit to Coach Rivera. They came in here, played an excellent game, played very much the way that they played last week against Tampa Bay. They were able to run the football against us. They had 190 yards rushing. When that happens, typically we haven't played real well. They were excellent on third down, converting 46%, really 50% of their third downs. Offensively, I thought we had some good moments, but it was really a tale of penalties and then third down conversion not being what it needs to be. So obviously a disappointing loss for us versus a quality team. I thought Terry McLaurin for them was excellent. I thought Heineke was excellent. So credit to them. With that, I'll see what questions you have.
Could you walk us through the thought process on that fourth down late in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, analytically, you should punt that ball. So, you still have 3 timeouts. Start to go punt the ball, and then just, because Cam doesn't truly know the 2-minute, as well as like maybe you'd like. And, I said, hey, I got Christian McCaffrey. They haven't stopped him all day. Let's take a shot at it. So still knew I had the 2-minute warning and knew that kind of like the way it played out at the end, we get the ball back with a minute and a half if we need to go down and score a touchdown. So. First started going with probably what's traditionally football-wise what you should do, and then just said, hey, let's give these guys a shot to go make a play. I thought they would make the play. We made it. We just came up half of a yard short.
What were your thoughts on the defense today?
Just didn't stop the run. Didn't get off the field on third down. Didn't seem like we had a great communication at times. Too many mistakes. Held them to 3 of 6 in the red zone, but 2-minute defense at the end of the half, letting them go down and score was really disappointing. We had the lead at the time, so just certainly not our best day defensively.
Matt, are there common threads in the run defense from Dallas, Minnesota, New England in this game that you can point to?
No, just when we're not disciplined, we're not in our gap, we're not resetting the line of scrimmage, we're not tackling well. We were very, very clear coming into this game. We knew that they were going to run the football. They're one of the better teams on third down. They were going to run the football, try to be in third and manageable, convert third downs. We couldn't get off the field on third down. Had a hard time winning first man, and then just couldn't stop the run.
What was the plan for P.J. Walker today? Then also, could you talk about the play of Cam Newton?
Yeah, I mean, we planned on playing P.J. going in, but it seemed like Cam was in control. It seemed like he was moving the football. I think the coaches just decided, like, hey, he's hot. We only had one drive in the third quarter, I believe. Is that correct? One drive in the third quarter? Because they did a nice job. They had such long drives that that part of it didn't quite go the way we wanted. In terms of getting off the field on defense. But we thought Cam was playing well, so we kept him in there.
I'm sure the penalties must be frustrating. Can you speak to any common denominators there?
The holding calls, obviously. I mean, like even the second to last drive, the one where you asked me about the with 4 minutes left. We start off, second and 2, we're up and running, and we had a holding call by Timo on the right side. So just too many penalties. I mean, the late hit on the quarterback for us. I mean, I couldn't say there's any one common thread. I mean, a lot of those happened up front on the offensive line today, it felt like. So just hard to execute on offense when you get a good play and you think you're second and 2 and you're actually first and 20. So just not very good right now.
On the second, fourth down on that very last drive, what was the call there and what did you want?
That was it's a little out route to DJ, just hoping that he wins. We throw him the ball. If not, you have Robbie running the shallow. So, to Christian, DJ, Robbie. So it's really an opportunity to progress through and go through everything. And looked like Cam saw a window, started to take off, and the guy fell off the block and made the tackle. So really on third down, we had another option route to Christian. He elected to throw the ball to Zylstra. We almost had it. So those moments we just need someone to step up and make a play. And those same moments for them, we had them 3rd and 25, and they made some plays. So credit to them. They made plays today, and you can only talk so much. At some point, you have to go out and make those plays. And I think all of our guys understand that. We had a chance to make some. We just have to make them.
Could you tell if DJ had a room or had a step on that play?
I couldn't see that. No, I'm where I'm at. He's on the far side of the field. I'm just looking.
How do you feel like Cam handled the brunt of what you guys gave him this week?
I thought Cam was excellent. I think he managed everything. There was maybe one communication error in the first half that he got through the progressions. The throw he made to Christian was elite, I thought. So I thought for where we are, for being a week into it, I thought he did a nice job.
I know you said you felt like Cam.
I'm sorry, guys, I can't.
You said that you felt like Cam didn't have quite a good enough grasp on the 2-minute. Were there ever any considerations to put PJ in that?
Yeah, we talked about it, but we felt like Cam had brought us that far. Let's let him, go to. And just when I say grasp, he just hasn't had a lot of experience in it, right? So the thought of having the ball with 4 minutes left made me decide to go for it.
It seemed like you all struggling to contain Terry. Could you see Stephon possibly being more in a role, kind of full time, rather than just kind of coming in on third down?
We're trying to work towards that. I don't know if we're there yet, but we're trying to work towards that.
Is it because of the injury that's still
Just returning to play, yeah.
Just how disappointing not being able to hold serve at home again.
Very disappointing. I mean, the team, the team we've been the last 2 times on the road has been awesome. At home, just we're not playing well. So it's obviously, when I go on the road, just for me personally, I go on the road. I play in front of strangers. We come back here, family, friends. My daughters are at the game. My son's on the sideline. I want to win. I know our players want to win, but Washington wanted to win too. So you have to play well. It's all about execution. All this talk about all this other stuff doesn't matter. It's just going out and executing. And I say it, and it's maybe sounds a little uncool, but it is as true as the day is long. Like if you can be as hyped up and energized and energetic and excited as you want, if you grab somebody and hold them, they throw a flag. So we have got to just continuing to grow as a team and understanding like down the stretch in November and December to win these games. Everybody's trying to win these games. We have to play better. We have to play well. It's about nothing more than that.
Early in the first quarter, where it was low snap, it seemed like it went to Christian. Was that designed to go to Christian?
No, it was a bad snap. That's kind of what I'm talking about. We had a good play we thought we'd get a first down on, and it was a bad snap. So, that's just sort of some of the same execution errors that, we're kind of talking about.
Definitely had some highlights today. Cam's touchdown run, the seam route to Christian. In between that, check downs, and I think Cam only had 7 yards average per attempt. What would you attribute to the offense's lack of explosiveness today?
Penalties and being behind the chains, probably. 7 yards per attempt, is probably not. I'd probably live with that most times. That's I'd like we're just need to run the ball a little bit more, be on the field a little bit longer, get people tired, and then I think then you have a chance to have the catch and runs, the explosive plays. We just shot ourselves in the foot, in my opinion, too many times. Obviously, losing Dennis Daly early also kind of. I thought Brady stepped in. I thought Brady did a nice job at left tackle, but that's okay. That was a disappointment for us as well.
Do you feel like you were limited maybe by Cam's being only here for 1 week?
Yeah, no limitations from Cam. Thought we called the game. We don't have those penalties. We don't have the bad snap. We don't have some of those plays. I think we're kind of talking about a different game. So we just have to. It's kind of in the way we've been all year, right? We're just kind of in that in that stage of growth where. We do some good things. We show we can do them. We're just not consistent with them, and that's pretty consistent with what I've said. We know we can win. We just have to win consistently, and that's just like a relentless accountability to doing our job at a standard. And we just have to continue to grow to get there. Typically it's been masked a little bit because our defense has played better than they played today, and today, defensively we obviously couldn't get off the field.
Two more. That he wanted to bring the pride back to the bank. What do you think of the crowd support today?
I thought the crowd was awesome. I thought the crowd was awesome. I thought the energy in the stadium was awesome. As I've said, that's our job is to play well so that people are energized and enjoy the show. And obviously it was a good football game, but we have to play better.
More questions? Pretty good. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
What do you think kind of went wrong for you on the outside without looking at film? On the outset, what do you feel like went wrong for you guys today?
I just think it was all self-inflicted. It's the things we didn't do well. That coming into this game, we knew we had to do well to win, and you know, it was our fault. You know, we just got to watch the film and learn from it.
I know you're still coming back from the quad injury. Do you think you're close to being able to, if they would have put you in a full game to play that entire game?
I'm close. You know, I'm just working back in there each and every week. You know, trying to get more and more reps. You know, I'm feeling more and more comfortable every week. So, you know, I'm just trying to listen to coach and listen to the trainers, and when I'm out there, be impactful.
What was McLaurin doing that made him effective today?
He made some big catches. You know, we knew that's their go-to guy, and we knew we had to stop him to win. You know, but it's a team effort. It's not just one guy. You know, everyone has to do their job, and a lot of guys didn't do their job today, and that's how you lose games.
What did you think of Heineke out there?
I think he's a good quarterback. You know, once he gets going. You know, he had a couple of scrambles, got out of the pocket, but you know that's what this game was going to come down to. We knew that, and we just didn't execute.
What did you think of the atmosphere? Did you sense a noticeable difference in terms of fan participation today?
Yeah, for sure. It was, you know, the fans showed up great. You know, it was loud in there. A lot of. It's always good when the fans show up and show support. We just didn't do our job and come out with a win.
start with questions. What do you think went wrong in those last couple of drives?
I just know penalties set us back, so that was the main thing that probably set us back on those last two drives.
What's the general message from coach after a game like that? Coming off a big win, dropping to 5 and 6 now.
So we still got to go play the rest of the season. You know, the next opponent is Miami, so we're gonna look at the film tomorrow, break down what happened. We all know what happened with the penalties and everything, so we just can't beat ourselves in a game like this.
What do you think of Cam's performance? It didn't seem like y'all really challenged downfield a whole lot. Was that part of the game plan or what?
I mean, he played the best that he could, so he always gives us an opportunity to win. So we had an opportunity to go down and win. We just came up short.
How can this offense grow in the coming weeks as you look to the bye week too after Miami?
In the coming weeks, we just hone in on the game plan like we do each week. Each week is a different game plan. We just gotta attack it and just go execute it.
Did you guys feel, I don't know if whoever is comfortable, but in the final 2-minute drive, because the coach said that Cam doesn't have a full grasp of the 2-minute offense.
So we all felt comfortable out there with him. We was just gonna make it right if he just got here, so all the playmakers was gonna have to make plays for him.
You had the out route, Matt said, on that last play. What did you see? Could you take us through it?
I just remember I had the one-on-one. He was pressed up, beat him off the line. I don't know if, you got to look at everything because it's not just about the one player, but I don't know what happened on the back end, so that's all I can say.
the fans a little bit to bring back the pride this week? What do you think of?
And they upheld their end of the bargain. We just gotta do our part, you know. I mean, the energy in there was electric. I mean, it was good juju in there. But characteristics as a team, we got to be better. Third down, got to have it situations. And Coach had his, keys to victory that we didn't execute in its totality throughout the game, and that's what it pretty much comes down to. I did challenge the fans. The fans came, they saw, and they supported, and having an atmosphere like that and games moving forward in November, December, it's pretty much going to come down to execution, and we didn't do that enough as a team here today.
What was your assessment of how you played?
We didn't win.
How did you feel in the 2-minute offense? Coach said that he doesn't think you have the full grasp as would like to have of the playbook in the 2 minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's still learning. It's still learning. So being able to be out there and just get completions is something that every 2 minute is kind of predicated off of. Doesn't matter what system you're in. But it's just the little minute things when you come down to signals and things like that. And I just got to get in a book and really kind of grasp it.
How do you explain your guys' lack of success on third down?
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Coach brought that up early, mentioning early in the week that it's going to come down to early success in first down, third down conversions, and, staying on the field offensively and defensively, getting them off the field. And from what I saw, we did none of those things. And it's all about accountability, and I'm going to speak on what I can control. And offensively, we didn't uphold that today. So I don't know the numbers. I just know the percentages is extremely low. And winning football, playoff football like that, you got to convert. You got to, play better complementary football. And we had flashes today when we did. And I think, they're a great team. I mean, obviously, we know who, Coach Rivera is. And, he had those guys dialed in and ready to go. Scarface played a hell of a game. And not to mention, unbelievable execution right before the half. They stole 14 points without, the offense, having a say-so in it, and that's a key to victory. Last time the offense was up, we was 14-7, and then when we got back on the field, it was 21-14. That's winning ingredients, and I know guys in that locker room enough so far that they're going to accept the challenge and come back and really be dialed in here moving forward. We can't belabor on the obvious. We lost. Okay, now it's time to move forward and look in the mirror first, which I am, and find ways to execute better.
Can you walk us through the two fourth down plays at the end, the pass to Christian and then?
Yeah, you ask any coordinator in the league, you ask any player in the league, we're trying to put the ball in our guys' hands. That's no disrespect to anybody else. But we went to C-Mac, just came up a tad bit short, and then the last one, it was just lack thereof of execution. So I believe DJ won. So it's my job to deliver the football. I hesitated, and that's all it takes for a team like that to kind of, swarm you. And, we just got to be better. We got to be better. It's a lot of people that's knowing each other. It's a lot of situations that come up on hand, but outside of all that, it's still football.
All your touchdowns here, I don't think you've ever run to midfield and done what you did, so can you speak to why you decided to do that today?
Yeah, today was a special day for me for more reasons than one. It was my resurrection day. I'm not sure if a lot of people know. November 21st is a very special day for me. I took a big L in my life, I feel like, but it it was a big scar that ended up being my biggest star. I was incarcerated today when I was in the University of Florida, and this day is always significance of where I've came from. So, I mean, I was just going to enjoy the moment. Still am going to enjoy the moment. I think, you know, my life could be who knows where right now. You know, if the judge ruled the way she did, or he did, I'm not sure. But, man, God has favor over my life, and that's the big picture. But the realization of things that you can control, you know, I'm enjoying the moment, and, you know, I have to be better.
Did you get a chance to talk to Ron before or after the game?
Not really. You know, we spoke very brief, but yeah, I mean, there ain't too much to say. I mean, I'm not in that warming mood right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I think that's what growth is. I wish him and his team the best, but you know, shoot. I knew what it was with him. He knew what it was with me. So, you know, it is what it is. But, man, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for, you know, his team. There was a good team. Their team is not kind of predicated on their record because they had 2 back-to-back wins, you know, now. But yet, that's them. You know, for us here, you know, we just got to find ways to sustain the standard. And Coach says it best. And it's really going to be down to our leaders kind of stepping up and holding people accountable and starting with themselves.
Ron said he was lucky to catch you early before you got the full offense under your belt. What do you feel like moving forward as you've got to improve on to give this team a better chance to win?
Got to have it situations and third downs. You know, we know what we have offensively from 11, 2, 22, 1, 82. You know, we got enough juice, right? And it's just really going to take, you know, not to mention 30 and 20. There are a lot of guys in that locker room that's capable of making plays, and it's just going to really come down to grasping and understanding and executing.
First full game you played in probably a few months. How do you feel physically and mentally?
I feel like my chest was about to explode a couple of times, but all in all, it was warming, you know. And I just appreciate the fans just for coming out and showing their support, man. And for everybody who, you know, these last couple of days has just been overwhelming. And, you know, my prayer was pretty much, I hope I could just keep it in the road, man, you know. But I wanted to enjoy the moment today. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to or we wanted it to, but yet, you know, we can learn from it. I think we have to realize that nobody's going to lay down. I didn't expect that. I know a lot of other guys didn't expect that, but it's still going to come down to us executing the given plan. But for me, I am excited what the future holds, and it's going to start with us, you know, tomorrow, and going over the film and locking in and doing that as best as we could.
Cam, I know this homecoming is a little bit bittersweet because of the loss, but you talked about bringing the pride back to the stadium. There were a lot of fans with their Cam-inspired fedoras. Were you able to spot any of those during warm-ups?
Nah, I really couldn't. But hey, nah, I know a lot of Steves was in the building. Man, just hold on, trust, man, and we're coming together. I hope and pray you guys, you know, got away from the game. We're not being injured, but yet we know what we have in that locker room, and it's going to be us that's going to get us to the next point, along with, you know, a group of people, men, women, child, everybody, all hands on deck. So, yeah, this one hurts, but, you know, that's the obvious. I think tomorrow is going to be a good, you know, way for we can really dive in and see what we need to improve on it, and get ready for Miami. Thank you.
think didn't go well for the defense today?
I mean, man, we didn't stop the run. On the back end, we just made too many coverage busts, man. We wasn't locked into our details, man. Especially on the back end, we had coverages that we ran 100 times that we didn't detail, man. We didn't come out as a secondary, as a back end, and put our team in a position to win. I think that we did some things okay. We didn't do anything just great today, and including myself. Yeah, man, we didn't lock in on the details in the back end today, man, and yeah, man, we gotta be better.
How do you explain Terry McLaurin's performance today?
I mean, he made some plays, man. Well, I know for a fact that a lot of the two big plays was literally on us. It was two coverage busts that we just can't have, man. Especially with the stretch we're going in right now, we can't have those type of deals where we just not doing our job and not doing it, not executing it, man. I think, and yeah, they took advantage of that when we clearly just didn't do our job, and yeah, but he made some explosive plays for those guys on offense when they really needed them.
You guys have been pretty sound in the back end all year. Were there communication issues today, though?
Yeah, most definitely, man. A lot of things that we got to clean up, especially on the back end, man. Like I said, it were things that we did, hundreds of times, and have been successful in those, in these things hundreds of times. That we just didn't we didn't lock in on our things. You know what I'm saying? We gave them too many chances to make this a game, and that's a good team. That's a hard fighting team on the other side, man, and that's a team that you can't keep giving chances to. No team in the league is a team that you want to keep giving chances to with coverage busts and and things that just fall on you and not so much what they're doing. So.
Not that you've been around Taylor Heineke before, you I guess impressed with how much he's improved since he's been here.
Oh man, one thing about Taylor, man, you can always count on to be a fighter, be a competitor, and be a guy who just plays to win. It don't matter if he has to hand it off 100 times or throw it 100 times. He's just a guy who plays to win, and he really competed today for those guys, and I was very impressed.
When you're trying to fight for your playoff lives, how tough to not hold serve at home?
Oh, it sucks, man. It sucks that we play so well on the road, and we come together so well on the road, and when we get home, it's just like we don't bring that same fire, and it starts with with our leaders, myself included. It starts with us. It starts with the guys that who the team looks upon to lead us through tough spots. I can speak for myself when I say that I wasn't the best leader today. I wasn't a what's next type guy today. I let the fact that we weren't communicating, the fact that we were blowing coverages, I let that kind of get to me a lot today. Yeah, man, I just like I said, it's like Cam said it best. Our leaders. This is the time where our leaders have to be leaders and have to step up and have to help pull our team through these tough times, and I can speak for myself, and I can tell you guys that I know for a fact that I will be better, and it comes with the price of doing business, man. Yeah, we'll come in tomorrow and just get ready to start this work week over, but just not taking care of home, it just definitely leaves just a sour taste in your mouth, man, and yeah, it's not a good feeling.
How much do you attribute the way this team's up and down to being just young and inexperienced?
None, man. We done with that. We done with being the young team or being all that, man. It's just solely just on us. It's solely just on what do we really want to do with this thing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that comes back on the leaders. That comes back on the guys who've been in the fire, plenty of times, and who've been, in these hard times of adversity, plenty of times to just help, like I said, help pull us out of these times. And yeah, man, like I said, man, it just sucks when you don't take care of home, when you don't, you know what I'm saying? The crowd was amazing. The crowd was electric. We really appreciate the fans for, coming out and, doing their part to help us, win this game. We didn't do our part, and that just sucks, and like I said, I'll be better. That's the only thing I know how to do is to move on. I'm a soldier, so, and that's my next thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I just want to be, the best for my team, and want to be, that guy, that makes plays and in clutch situations. And I just think that I just don't think I was Action Jackson today. I just think I was, number 26. But like I said, I'm a soldier, and I don't let none of that get to me. I don't let 2 plays define what I've done and what I'm gonna do. So yeah, man, like I said, we just gotta be better. We gotta lock in. We gotta do what we do, just at the highest level that we possibly can, and come together, because that's what it's gonna take. With these last 6 games, it's gonna take us coming together and just doing what we do to the highest level that we know how to do it. And when we do that, we're a tough team to beat. So that's the message, man. Leaders lead, and we gotta fight. Thank you, guys.
I don't know. I gotta check it, but that's just not good by me. I gotta get my depth and find a way to make a play there.
Like you all, just from the outset, before looking at film, what ways do you feel like y'all could have done better?
Just not beating ourselves, I think, is the theme you'll probably hear a lot. It's the same every week. I think we're a team that controls a lot of our own destiny, and sometimes we get in the way of that, and that's just got to change. We got to have a sense of urgency this week in practice of not beating ourselves, and that starts with little things, But at the same time, it's attention to detail. It's 53 guys pointing the thumb at themselves. I believe every single individual affects winning, and I believe I affect winning. So I'll look at the things that that I did wrong and fix them and move on. That's what this game's all about.
What if anything, even from today or other parts of the season, gives you optimism that you guys can make the run you'll need to make to achieve the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been I've been optimist about this team. I've always believed that we can win every single game we play. But you gotta do that, and that doesn't just happen on Sunday. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it, and there's a lot of details and focus. I mean, it's all the little things that makes any team or business successful. But it's just doing the little things right all the time, 24/7, whether it's tomorrow and doing recovery, whether it's, Wednesday practice, Wednesday lift, whatever it is. It's those little things make the big things happen. And, it's not one play, it's not one person here or there, it's a group effort.
Christian, what was it like having Cam, back in the huddle full time? I mean, I know he played last week, but having him back as your leader, that kind of was the energy like there?
Yeah, the energy was great. Anytime he's in the huddle, the energy's awesome. So it's good to have him back.
How would you say you guys ran the ball today?
What'd you say?
How would you say you guys ran the ball today?
I thought we ran it well. The called runs that we did call, I thought we ran it well. We didn't have a lot of opportunities to run it. Time of possession, we got to stay on the field. We can't go 3 and out. Penalties, obviously, a thing that we got to change, and just staying efficient on first down, and then obviously third down is big. It allows you to continue to run the ball and continue to do it. But we gotta find ways to convert on third down, and every game there's themes, right? There's, well, you can't turn the ball over, or it's got to be better on third down, or but at the end of the day, it's just consistent execution and doing your job, and not just, and obviously looking at myself, not just making the catch, but winning the route and making the catch and getting north faster and not getting tackled on certain plays, and doing your jobs a lot more than, just it's just time to level up.
How frustrating is it just to not be able to win at home when you're in a playoff race like this?
Oh, we're still in the race. Obviously, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to lose anywhere, whether it's home or away. But you treat them all the same. Win or lose, you get back to the drawing board, you correct the mistakes, you capitalize on what you're good at, and you keep moving forward.
Matt said he expressed some concern about Cam's ability to, at least with the 2-minute offense. How much of that did you guys train with this week, and how comfortable did you feel about him being out there in the 2-minute?
Yeah, I've never doubted him. I've always felt like anytime he's on the field, he's good to go, and he is. So we repped it in practice, and just comes down to making plays.
Christian, what was it like going against Ron, and did you get a chance to speak with him at all?
Yeah, I talked to him after the game. Obviously, always good seeing Coach. Sucks that we lost, but a lot of respect for a lot of guys on their team. They outplayed us today, and obviously, outside of football, there's some amazing people out over there, and who have had a massive impact on my career. So very thankful I got to see him, and Coach Rivera being one of them.
Bring down that 4th down play where you came up just short. I mean, was the ball where you needed to turn upfield? It looked like you just couldn't get planted to go upfield, or what?
I just got to get my depth on the route. They were butching me with the DN all game long, which we're going to have answers for. I know that, and I just got to get my depth and know where I'm at.
Christian, how much better can Cam be as he gets more and more comfortable in this offense?
Yeah, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. But obviously he's a hell of a player and can be really good. But it's on us. We got to do a better job executing as an offense. It's not, like I said, and I'm sure he'd agree with this, but it isn't. It's never one player. It's every single person. All 11 guys out there on offense executing. It's a team game, and when it's flowing and when it's rhythmic, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And we want to make it efficient. And obviously it starts with the O-line and the quarterback, and then all of us skill guys making plays when the plays come. And Cam always says you don't got to do anything special to be special, and I truly believe that. Just doing your job at a high level is something that we got to do in everything starting now.
Christian, one thing, you guys are leading the league in penalties. Do you feel like there's, once you get into the season and you get called for a lot of penalties, you almost kind of get a reputation with the officials for, penalties, and they kind of come more often, you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. We can't have penalties. That's pretty much it. That's a tough stat. You don't want to be the team that leads the league in penalties. So, that starts with discipline and attention to detail and focus on our side. So, never like to put anything in an official's hand. That's on us.
Thanks, Christian.
Thanks, guys.